My name is Tim Ash. This is health assessment with Professor Dodd. My volunteer today is my wife Linda. Linda, come on in, have a seat. How are you feeling today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Where are we at right now?
We are going to live in Florida,
Okay. What year is it?
2018.
Okay. So Linda is obviously alert. She's oriented to place and time. So at this point, I have no concerns regarding her mental status. Next thing I would assess is her hair, skin, and nails. For her exposed skin, because of her ethnicity, I would look for tone, make sure there's no patchiness. I would look for excessive dryness. For her nails, I would look for the cuticle color. I would assess capillary refill. It is under 3 seconds. I'll do the same for her toes. Cuticles are not discolored. There's no breaks or cracking. Capillary refills also less than 3 seconds. Her hair is clean, it's dry, it's coarse due to her ethnicity. There is no flaking. Next, I would assess her head and her face and her neck. I would palpate both fontanelles. Front and rear are closed. Face is symmetrical. I would check her pupillary response. Just look straight ahead. All right. Pupils are both equal, round, and reactive to light, approximately 3 millimeters. Tell me if this hurts.
No, 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 no.
Okay. Next, I would assess her ears. Look for symmetry. Check for any obvious deformations, any drainage. Okay. And I would check her hearing. Now, I'm going to put this on top of your head. You tell me if you hear it better in the left, the right, or equally. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it behind your ear. Tell me when you stop hearing it behind your ear. Then I'll put it next to your ear. Tell me when you stop hearing it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll do it for both sides.
Okay. Stop. Stop.
Okay. And same thing for over here.
Stop. Stop.
Do me a favor and close your eyes, squinch them shut. Open them, raise your eyebrows. All right. Purse your lips. Give me a big smile. All right. Close your eyes. This is some folded up dogs. Tell me when you feel it, okay?
Okay. Feel. 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 Feel.
Okay. Go ahead and open up your eyes. I would next inspect her mouth. I would also check her nose for any deviations or obvious deformities. I would also inspect the inside of her nares. Do me a favor and turn your head back. I would look for any drainage or bleeding or polyps, which there are none. Open up your mouth. All right, her oral mucosa is pink and moist. She does have all of her teeth. There are no obvious cavities present. Do me a favor and stick out your tongue. Turn it to the left and the right. Good. tongue for me. What I'm doing here is just assessing her tongue for any sort of bleeding, cracking, blistering, but there is none. Stick out your tongue for me. Sorry. Stick out your tongue for me. Say ah. Alright, thank you. Yeah, if she does have her tonsils, I would rate them as a +2. Okay. So after examining her skin, her hair, and her nails, her face, her eyes, her nose, her mouth, and her ears, from here what I would do is I would palpate her lymphatic system. There are 9 separate nodes to be palpated. From here, what I would do is I would assess her chest and her lungs. So if you can take your robe off for me. Okay. Tell me if this hurts.
No. 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 No.
Now, if I did find any abnormalities or heard any abnormalities while I was listening to her lungs or examining her chest, at that point I would then test for egophony, bronchophony, and whispered pectoraliquid. Deep breath in and out. And also while I'm examining her, I would be inspecting her chest for respiratory rate, difficulty breathing, effort, and assessing for any type of crepitus. Okay. You can stand up on that.
Okay.
Go ahead, yes. Okay. Now, at this point, I would continue the exam posteriorly. Do me a favor and stand up and turn around and straddle the chair. Alright, and just lean forward a little bit. Okay. Alright, tell me if this hurts.
No. 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 No.
Okay. Say 99.
99. 99. 99.
Good. Okay. Deep breath in and out. Go ahead and relax. Still lean forward. Alright, tell me if this hurts.
No. No.
At this point, I'm going to have her stand up. I know it's out of sequence, but I'm going to check her hip flexibility. And since we're already standing up, go ahead and lean on a chair for balance. And then raise one foot as far back as you can. Good. And then do the other. Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and lay down on the couch. Alright. And from here, what I'm going to do is examine her heart and her vessels. Now, S1 and S2. S1 is the sound of the mitral and tricuspid valves closing. S2 is the sound of the pulmonary and aortic valves closing. If there's a systolic murmur, we would hear it after S1. If there is a diastolic murmur, we would hear it after S2. The points of location that we're going to listen for her heart sounds are where we would find her valves. So her aortic valve is second intercostal space, right sternal border. The pulmonic valve is second intercostal space, left sternal border. Erb's point would be third intercostal space, left sternal border. Tricuspid valve would be the fourth intercostal space, left sternal border. And the mitral valve would be the fifth intercostal space in the mid-clavicular line, okay? As I'm inspecting her before I listen to her heart, what I'm going to be inspecting for is any heaves. I would also look for any jugular vein distension, which she does not have. Tell me if this hurts.
No. 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 No.
At this point, I would also auscultate and palpate her carotid arteries and her temporal arteries. So next what I'm going to do is examine her abdomen and stomach. I would check her umbilicus, I would check her skin for any open wounds, any lesions. Also check for any ascites or edema. first I would do light palpation. Tell me if this hurts.
No, it doesn't. No. No. No.
Alright, and then deep palpation. Take a deep breath in and out for me. And again. And again. Alright, and what I attempted there was to palpate her liver and both of her kidneys. Okay. So while I got her laying down here, I'm going to assess her range of motion. Okay, so since you're laying with your right against the back of the couch, with your left leg, bring your knee up to your chest and down. Okay, bring your foot out towards me. All right, and cross it over your other leg. All right, and then down. All right, put your left foot on your right knee. Try and touch the edge of the couch. Good. And then we're going to go over. Good. All right. Same. Stand up. Well, before you do that, stand up.
Oh.
And then switch ends. Okay. So with your right leg, put your knee to your chest and down. Bring your foot out towards me. Cross over your other leg. All right. Now put your foot onto your left knee and try and hit my hand with your knee. Good. And then over. Good. All right. Extend your leg. Okay. Good. Just sit up on the edge of the couch. You want to put your gun back on?
Yes, it's you. Thank you.
So while she's putting that on, actually, you know what? No, leave it off. I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do next is check her neurological responses. I'm going to check her deep tendon reflexes and check her neurological system. Okay. Just let your arms relax. Same thing on this side, just let your arm relax. Negative Babinski, that's good. Okay. Do me a favor and close your eyes and put your hands out in front of you. Tell me what that is.
Key.
Good. And with your other hand, tell me what that is.
Nickel or quarter.
It's a coin. Yeah. Okay. Keep your eyes closed. Put your hands out in front of you again like that. Tell me what number I draw.
3.
Good. And over here, tell me what number I draw.
6.
Yes. Okay. You can open up your eyes. All right. Close one eye. Okay. Follow my finger. Focus on my finger, okay? Uncover the other eye. All right, follow my finger again, don't move your head. Now focus on my finger, and then uncover the other eye. Okay, good. Now, put your arms out to your side. Touch your finger to your nose. Now with the other arm. Okay, and keep rotating back and forth as fast as you can. Okay, good. Turn your head to the left and to the right. Tilt your head back. Tuck your chin to your chest. Try and put your ear on your shoulder. Other side. Okay, good. All right, push away against my hand. Good. And again. Okay. And again. And again. Arms up again. Don't let me push you down. Push against my hand. Good. Right. Put your leg out. Right. Try and bring it in. Good. Push up against my hand. Good. Same thing. Try to put your hand up. All right. Push against my hand. Good. For your feet, put one leg out. Foot up. Down, out, in, good. Same thing with the other foot, up, down, out, in, okay. Now try and put the soles of your feet together, good. Push your feet, okay. Push against my hands, good. Push up against my hands, good. Go ahead and stand up on your feet. Put your feet together. Okay. Close your eyes. All right, good. All right, take 4 steps away from me in a normal walk. Stop. Turn around. All right. Now when you walk back to me, walk heel to toe. Now when you walk away from me on your heels. Okay, good. Now when you walk back to me, walk on your tiptoes. Okay, good. Go ahead and have a seat. Okay, I know this concludes my examination. I know there's an opportunity to review my notes. I'm not going to do it just yet. I know there are a couple things that I missed. For example, do me a favor and straddle the chair with your back towards me. Take a deep breath in and out. And again. Okay, good. I do. Well, you go ahead and sit normal with your, you put your gown back on if you want.
Yep.
While she's putting her gown on, I'm going to grab my paper and review, see what else I missed. So there are a couple things I do need to go over. I'm going to continue assessing her musculoskeletal joints. Upon inspection, what I would inspect for is any type of swelling, pain. Do me a favor, go ahead and stand up. Okay. Raise your arms and cross them over your head, and then down in front of you. Okay. Then behind you. All right. And then put your hands behind your head. Okay. Now bend over and try and touch your toes. All right. Straighten up. And then lean back. Okay. And then down to one side. And down to the other. Okay. Straighten up. Okay. Go ahead and have a seat. All right. I'm going to examine your trachea and palpate your thyroid. Trachea is midline. Okay. Put your head to the side just a little bit. Go ahead and swallow. Good. All right. And then over to the other side just a little bit. And swallow. Okay. Heart again. All right, cover one eye and tell me what is the smallest, I know you don't have your glasses, what's the smallest line you can read on that card?
DHJBS.
Okay, very good. Then we'll do the same. Cover your other eye.
DHJBS.
I believe that is it. Thank you for your time, Linda. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank
Professor
you.
Dodd, I'll upload this to YouTube shortly. Thank you.